hold on to me.
Okay.
Hang on a second.
Volunteer.
Take this out front. Get it out front where everybody can see it. Thank you. I'm sure they would be delighted if you did.
Thank you everyone for being here. I'm seeing faces that I haven't seen in 15 and 20 years. It's wonderful. And this party is beautiful and so well organized. I have a feeling I'm going to have to start going to church. I wanted to tell you a story about the march, because actually I wanted to tell this for a long time. I never had the occasion. But I moved here in 1988. I'm going to hold on to you. My daughter took me to a Martin Luther King celebration in Percival. I guess that must have been in about '89. And I was so touched. And I said, why don't we do something like this in Leesburg? And so I kept thinking about it, and I thought, now who would be a logical person for me to get in touch with? Well, I knew that the Bluemont Concert Series had the weekly concerts, and I thought, well, maybe Peter Dunning would be a good person to talk to about this. So I got in touch with Peter Dunning, whom I've never met, and I said, I want to start a Martin Luther King march in Leesburg. And he looked at me and he said, maybe you should get some people of color involved. I love that he said that. And that's when I went to my first NAACP meeting in the basement of the Mount Olive Church on Loudon Street. And when they finally recognized that I was visiting there, they asked me, you know, if I had anything to say, and I said, well, I want to start a Martin Luther King march. And were you there, Gladys?
No, but I know the story, yeah.
I said, I want to start a Martin Luther King march. Well, I was the only white person in the room, and they just looked at me as if I was a little bit off and didn't really pay much attention to me. It was Mr. Talbert who was the president then, and a very sweet gentleman. So I went to the next meeting at the next month that they had, and they saw I was there again, and again I said, well, I'm here because I really want to start a Martin Luther King march or some kind of event in Leesburg. And they still didn't really give me any encouragement. Well, the third month they figured, I guess she's not going to go away. So they said, okay, we'll sponsor the march, but you have to be in charge of it and do all the work. Well, as it turned out, everyone embraced the idea, and there were hundreds of people who contributed, and